Hello, Big 44 here. I'm here with an exclusive review of Prometheus. The movie, getting straight into it. The movie's, well, it was okay. For a fan of the franchise, a hardcore fan, obviously you're going to go and see it. But for people who are just trying to get into the series or just wants to see a good sci-fi, it's good for the special effects and all, but I wouldn't really say it's the thing to be going seen right now. There's a lot of other things that'd be more appropriate for you to go and see. The movie isn't that great. They answer small questions, a few questions, but in the grand scheme of things, they ask a lot more. They they put more questions that need to be asked out there. So they've answered questions, but they've now replaced them with even more. The actors were very well. They got in. They were very good acting. Very good. Um, just very solid actors that they chose. That I had no complaints with the acting. There was no underacting that I feel was pretty bad. They all seemed pretty good. Um, the music was pretty nice. Most of it was. It was pretty well composed. Sorry for the movie editing was pretty well done. No problems with that. It was all pretty up to par. Um, Most of it was produced pretty well. Um, the director done a quite okay job. Apart from the plot line, the plot was okay. Just they didn't explain enough. For example, there was a bit where there's a control panel, and there's like this green ooze, and the android, if you don't already know who it is swipes it and does this, and then you see all the stuff in between, and you see it like kind of moving and kind of alive, if you know what I mean, like kind of like moving and stuff, like like organic in it, and like alive kind of thing. Um, and you don't really know if that's like a protective gel for the control, or if it's residue from one of the aliens swiping their blood on it, or if it's just a residue that their body produces, or if it's there to help to make the controls work. You don't know if it's organic based, like if it's organic based, like from it being created, or if it being from the aliens. You don't know. It doesn't explain it. You don't find out. There's a lot of things you don't find out about. Um, the movie is okay. It's very dark though, very gritty. It's still a very good alien feel to it, but it's a lot more gritty and more dark feel to it. I felt a bit uneased sometimes. There was quite a lot of graphic, but it was just the way it was done. It felt uneasing. I'm not a big horror person. I got a few jumps out of it, like a few bits of intense moments. Um, More than I would say than the original Alien movies. So I guess that's an improvement. But it's still kind of the same kind of feel, and there's a lot of things unanswered. So if you're planning on going to see it, maybe rethink about what you're going to see, because you might come out a bit disappointed. As one guy said it when we're leaving, they leave the best bits in the trailer. I kind of agree with that. So give me a moment and we'll go into the trailers. The spoilers. Nice Scottish weather for once. Now, the alien complex starts off in this oozing jar thing that oozes, and then it starts to form little worms, and then that forms into like a kind of snake cobra looking thing, which is pretty weird. One of the guys, that's my Facebook, don't worry, it's on my Mac. The guy gets like attacked, it goes down his throat, and it strangles him and everything, and then it breaches his suit, and it goes in him, and then it goes in his suit, and then it goes round his head, and it goes in his mouth. and then when they go back to expect it, it jumps out and goes back into the water. And then later on, you see him all mutated and crap, and all his body bent and everything, all like really wrong. And it's pretty much like a zombie, unstoppable unless you hit it in the right place or something, or it takes too much damage. So basically, they end up running over the skull and everything in the body, and then it dies. And it's just very weird. So that's one way an alien life form gets produced, and then another one is the android, who is very, we don't know if he's getting all the things that he does as things that he's choosing to do, or if they're things that are given orders, because it turns out Wayland is actually on he's actually on the ship, and he wants to get immortal life, but he wants to meet one of them. So I'm guessing the android wants to try and make one. So basically, he takes one of the black bit of ooze that comes out of the jar, and basically he drops it in one of the woman and the male who find the message. He drops it into the guy's drink and basically starts mutating. But before that, him and the girl end up having sex, and basically he starts to get infected and everything. He looks really crap. He looks really ill and everything, and then basically he wants the other main woman to kill him. So he basically walks towards her, and she kills him. And then turns out she's impregnated, and she can't be impregnated because she's infertile. So obviously it's something that can't be done. And having sex 12 hours ago and showing as the baby being produced in 3 months, the guys want the android wants it preserved, like most alien movies. They want it preserved because they're assholes and they don't know what they're dealing with. So basically, this woman knows, I want this out of here. It's not normal for this to be here. So she goes into like a big automatic operating thing, and she gets it operated and it taken out, and it's like a big squid looking thing. And she gets out and she runs away, and then you don't see that for a while. And then I'll talk about it in a minute. And then you get in a point through the movie where Wayland and everybody goes to see this alien to find out why they're here and everything. But they start to work out very close to the time that they've made these things to kill us because they know that they're going to be coming to Earth, that they were coming to Earth. They don't know why they made these things, and they notice that it brings death. So basically, the girl works out that it's going to bring death, and basically the android wakes this guy up and he basically kind of pets him, but I don't know if he realizes that he's not human, or he just wants to kill him. So he basically rips his head off and then smacks Wayland and drops the head beside him, and then Wayland's like, "This is what death's like," or something. He whispers, and then and then the robot goes, I can't remember exactly, but something like farewell kind of thing. And he dies. And then the creature, who's like twice as tall as us, starts smacking everyone and killing everyone. The girl manages to run away. So basically, he's trying to resurrect the ship to rise up, to fly away, to go to Earth. And so basically, he goes and does that. And then the girl's telling them that they can't let him get away because he's going to go to Earth and kill everybody with these weapons. So basically, the three of the pilots shoot straight into the ship, and the woman, being a pussy, ejects out of the ship. And basically, these two other women are run away from the falling ship. Basically, the main one who's found all this stuff is the only one alive. And then she gets a message from the robot saying that the guy's after him, and she's in this like kind of self-sustaining unit. So basically, she notices that alien thing that came out her stomach is in this medic room, and she notices the guy coming. So basically, the guy like puts her up against the wall, and then she opens the door, and the creature is like trying to open. So he's basically trying to fight this thing off. But basically it gets him and it puts the thing through his throat. And I'll come back to that in a minute. And then she basically goes to the ship, picks up the android because he says that he could take her home, but she decides, oh, I want to go to where they're from. She wants to find out answers. So basically, the punchline is the android and her take off on a ship to go and find out where where they live, and want to find out why they wanted us destroyed, I guess. Uh, so basically, this other ship's sitting down. Now, this is the thing. The ship is not sitting up like in the Alien movie. Keep this in mind. It's flat down, and basically you see the alien, the creator's chest burst out, and it's kind of alien looking thing. The alien, I mean, as in the Alien franchise, it kind of looks like the Alien franchise alien. And basically you see it had like a pouch, so it's basically going to lay the eggs. Now the thing is, if I'm correct in remembering, in the Alien movie, that I'm sure the ship was lying up a bit. I'm sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but basically that sets it up for that movie. But if the ship was sitting up the way as I remember, that means that that alien getting born on this planet has nothing to do with the Alien franchise, because it only explains where the aliens come from, not what where this actually takes place. But it's the same ship, it's the same looking ship, but as far as I know, it's not the same planet. Also, because there's a lot more other things around the place that suggest that it's not the planet. Um, and the so basically, the movie ends giving us a shitload of more questions, and also mind raping us with the fact that this jar can produce so many different variants of the alien thing, which I know the alien can produce. If it hatches itself into different creatures, it can produce different versions of the alien type. But that's what got me mind boggled, how there's all these different versions that you can come across. That's what really got me lost. And what also suggests is, if I'm correct in saying that that planet is not where the aliens happen, they're going to make another movie when she goes to their planet or something, and basically basically something happens, and the alien thing happens there. But what we do know for sure is she doesn't survive, because in any of the other alien movies, there's no record of her coming back in an alien ship. And to add to this, Wayland would have never sent a research ship there to do research on this planet in the first Alien movie. So they were also going there for a normal expedition thing. So that's what I really don't get. It doesn't seem like the planet Prometheus is based on is the planet that the Alien franchise happens on. Correct me if I'm wrong. If there's someone out there who does know, post a comment, because I would actually like an explanation what's going on with the film. They answer too many. They answer too many things. That's why I don't really find the movies that great. It's just really mind-boggling and weird, and it's really odd. You've got the android who's got problems with not being human, because it always gets brought up, oh, you're not human, you don't have a soul. Because there's one thing it says, yeah, you're not human, you were created, and then the android says, what would it be like if you were told that you were by the what would it be like if you were told by your creator that you were made because we could make you? And then he laughs. So basically, he's putting across the fact, what if you were told that you're the creators that made you because they just wanted to, he's trying to explain that he has feelings. He doesn't like getting talked like that, but he seems like he genuinely wants to help. But the fact is, he tried to impregnate the woman using the guy as a midway point to try and create an alien. And she suspects this by the looks on her faces that I'm suggesting, but she never gets told by him in the movie, oh yeah, I caused what happened to your friend, your lover, your boyfriend. So I think they're going to make another one, I'm guessing if it isn't set up for the Alien movie, so I don't really know. So enjoy your day and stay safe and choose or choose not to go and see this movie.